Then when you've got Angel screaming, Angel does it again. And
that was something, right?
That was something.
I'm sorry, you canceled the support for the game a month ago.
Why would they even host a trade?
I don't know.
And I sit down and he picks up one donut and eats it. So you want to like QA games?
When the rubber meets the road, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I don't like seeing Mario get his skull smashed.
Oh, I would love
It
to
doesn't
see that.
work.
I would love to
Yeah,
see
again,
that.
like I said.
Ladies and gentlemen, casuals and sweatlords, welcome to another episode of BattlefieldOne Podcast, where we talk about Battlefield, only Battlefield. I don't have a green screen because I was too lazy to set it up, because I literally got lazy.
British laziness at its finest.
I
boys and
literally got
girls
lazy. I'm like, I got lazy. Hey, I have the cap, so I'm still...
only. My man woke up and said, fuck it.
I literally woke up and said, fuck it. I'm not even kidding.
That's alright, I don't even have my jacket on right now, so I've broken my petition to wear that jacket every day until DICE puts the goddamn camo pattern on for fucking uniforms, on for fucking uniforms, on for fucking uniforms. Give me my tiger stripe.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about the California Resistance update. Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called, baby, even though that kind of sounds funny. California Resistance.
Is that's what you call? Wait. I know it's still an intro, but is that what it's called actually?
That's what the phase is called. It's California Resistance.
California Resistance. Okay, anyway.
So those of you un-American who wouldn't understand why I'm laughing so much at that, California has some of the toughest gun restrictions in the entire country of the United States. So it's kind of funny that our enemies would pick California in order to invade first. And there was a YouTube video. I swear it was homebrewed because somebody took the character models and they made a video of like showing the news broadcasts and stuff as it's going on. I don't think it was official. If it was, it was kind of well done, not ish, but it still looked like it was fan made. But they're like, all citizens are encouraged in order to take up arms and fight back. And I'm sitting there going, are we in Redwood? Because that's the only place that this would make sense. Like, I didn't see no blue bandanas or red bandanas come running out of some buildings like it would be in real life. Let's just be real here.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna talk about that. Should be a casual podcast. So notes are very light today. And I was like, we haven't done a really casual episode for a really long time. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It's been a while. Let's do a casual episode, just talk how we feel with no drama or any weight.
The new modes, the new guns, the new content, the new skins, the new things. We're going to talk about all that shit.
Comparative Battlefield that lives, Ray. Comparative
it does, like the zombie that was resurrected from the ground with a lightning bolt of holy shit, we need to make some money real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later. But anyway, so we're gonna talk about that. So yeah, enjoy the podcast, everyone, and so on. Welcome to BattlefieldOne Podcast. Okay, before we continue with everything, with our topics and our discussions, I just have to remind everyone, socials are in the description. So if you want to follow us, at the Lanky Soldier and at Ray Edmunds VA, standing for voice actor. Of course, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any other...
You can't see where I'm directing you to the links.
Some people do watch the video version of Spotify. Not big number, but they do. But yeah, if you're on audio platform, please leave a rating. It does help us. It does other people to, it helps other people to find the podcast, all that kind of stuff. So please leave a rating. It helps. And yeah.
While we're on the subject of community feedback and everything, I do want to give a thanks to everybody who did make a comment on last week's episode about the passing of my dog. Thank you guys very much for the support, and thank you guys for your kind words. My family does greatly appreciate that, and we appreciate you guys. That is community feedback, and we love you guys.
Also, that was two
Thank
episodes
you.
ago.
Was it? Fuck. Okay, so time has got me fucked up right now, but thank you guys anyway. Let's just say we'll talk about this a little bit later on down the road, but right now I'm kind of keeping things close to the chest. If you're in the Discord, you already know, but just keep your fucking mouth shut about it. Life has kind of been all gas and no brakes here as of late. That's about all I'm going to say.
Subscribe to Patreon because I do talk about that.
Yeah. My life has kind of just been crazy. So the last week, it's just kind of went by, but at the same time it hasn't. I mean, the company I'm working for is going through a buyout and other shit right now, so like there's
too much information, Ray. Already too much. Already too much.
There is a lot going on in my
already
life.
Too much.
Put it that way.
They don't have to know. Already too much. Anyway, and of course, as I mentioned, patreon.com/Lanky Soldier. If you want to support the show, get exclusive content, get early access to all the future episodes, all that kind of stuff, or maybe you just like us and you enjoy what you're listening and you want to support us, patreon.com/Lanky Soldier, or go to BattlefieldOne.net/Patreon. It helps
Use your
us.
clicky finger.
Yeah, it helps us out and everything. It just every person that supports our Patreon, thank you so much. It means the world to me. It helps us so much. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy the content that is available on Patreon. And of course, the most important thing for the last 2 episodes I've been mentioning, the survey. So I know you haven't done the survey because I can see who's listening. I can see who's being engaged and so on. Do the survey. The survey is here. The survey lasts until January, middle of January, I would say. It lasts for a while. And it's there to gather all your feedback, how you feel about the podcast, what you like about the podcast, what you don't like about the podcast, how you want the podcast to be in the future, what would you like to see on the podcast, what would you like to change, what you don't like, all the kind of stuff.
Hell, if you got a topic suggestion, great place to put that.
Topic suggestions, wherever it makes it, even though I recommend to join our Discord for that, also in the description. But yeah, do the survey, BattlefieldOne.net/survey. And I know some people mentioned that when you go to the website, because it's a Google Forms document, basically, when you click on that link, BattlefieldOne.net/survey, some people say, oh, it doesn't work. No, it works. It just takes a while for the survey to load on the website. But if you go directly through the Google link that is in the description, it will instantly work. It's just because the way it's implemented on the website right now, it's really slow. I am so sorry. I'll try to fix it, make it faster. But at the moment, just give it a second, 2 seconds before it loads in. That's all it is. So if the
In the meantime, if you guys, while we're on the subject of our socials and everything, our Discord is a great place in order to come interact, chat with us, suggest topics, talk about certain topics, talk about things that we talk about as far as the franchise go. And if you're looking for people in order to actually squad up and play the game with, one, if not both of us, is almost on a nightly basis. So you're welcome to come join and squad up with us and hang out and play and bullshit and chat and whatever. We don't bite, promise. We might have some harsh words once in a while for some blueberries and some raspberries, but it is what it is. That's Battlefield, baby. Yeah. So please, feel free to join our Discord, even if you find that the survey is a little bit frustrating. We're happy to take your feedback there. We're happy to have you there. Come hang out, come chat.
Literally tell us everything in the survey. It's a very easy survey, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, depending how fast you are. And if you want to add your own answers, you can. It's fine. I give you all the options and everything. You just have to click which option is the best for you, how you feel. But if the option is not there, you can write your own option and that's it. It's all anonymous, by the way. Anonymous. I have no idea who said what. I already got plenty of replies and responses in the survey. Some of them are quite like, really? but
some of them are colorful.
But all of them are anonymous. I have no idea who said what. And if you do participate in the survey, you will get a free Patreon subscription later next week. As I will start sending the subscriptions next week. But yeah, do the survey. It helps us. We want to know how you feel about the podcast. It helps us out. And this survey is going to be up for a month minimum. So just let us know, because hey, whatever we're going to do next year with the podcast, your input is important. Please do the survey. BattlefieldOne.net/survey, or just go in the description and click on the link. That's it. Okay.
Moving along now.
Let's talk about some Battlefield. Finally, 10 minutes later. So
California Resistance.
Actually, no. Before, that's a quick mention. So it's a historic moment, Ray. Historic moment. Something happened.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Something happened that I never imagined will have to happen in my lifetime. Battlefield 6 outsold Call of Duty for the first time ever in its history.
A wise Vulcan once said, For everything, there is a first time.
I never imagined in my lifetime that I will hear the comments and the news articles and everything saying Battlefield is the best-selling video game of the year, beating Call of Duty. Now, here's the thing. I don't have any beef with Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty. I love me some Call of Duty because I play Warzone. Hearing this, it's really unbelievable to me because I never imagined seeing that in my lifetime.
I mean, I get it. I get the shock in all of it. But let's kind of sit and think about this for a second. Is it really all that surprising, though, all things considered? I mean, it's not surprising to anybody. It's not news to anybody that for the last couple of iterations, I mean, Call of Duty's quality has been slipping. Their identity has been slipping.
When it comes to Call of Duty, as a guy that's been playing Call of Duty for 6 years now, since 2019, yeah, the last couple of years been very, very rough for Call of Duty. And Black Ops 7, I played Black Ops 7 until they changed the aim assist back to its fucking... Okay, they didn't change to the original... they haven't changed the original shit, but still, they buffed the aim assist. Doesn't matter. Black Ops 7, as a product, is a fantastic product, honestly. If you never play Call of Duty, and this is your first Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 is fantastic. Loads of content, loads of maps, loads of, like, mechanically, it's really good. Mechanically, it's an amazing game. Like, I think it's one of the best CODs in the last couple of years. It's definitely, like, mechanically, it's an amazing game. Black Ops 7 is a good Call of Duty game. Problem is, it's still the same fucking Call of Duty that you've been playing for God knows how long, God knows how many years, nothing's different and all that kind of stuff, and then you pile on other stuff from last couple of years on top, you kind of get fatigued of it. It was like, okay, and then a rumored reset happening next year with Warzone because Modern Warfare 4 is coming out, and there's leaks coming out saying, yeah, because the engine upgrades that Infinity Ward did, so it's gonna be a reset. That means all your content in Warzone is gonna be reset again. And that reset originally was not that good in the first place because it was annoying to deal with. Because, like, hey, I paid free-to-play player, played for his content. Oh, it's gone. All your content is gone.
I did all this, snap of a finger, you own nothing.
Yeah.
So, that being said, this is a prime opportunity for not only upper management, developers, anybody and everybody who is involved with Battlefield 6 right now, okay? And I'm going to make this abundantly clear. This is a great win for the franchise. It's a great thing. In my mind, it was inevitable at some point or another, as long as they kept trying to refresh things and kept trying to make things great. I mean, if we boil Battlefield 6 down to its basics, it kind of really is like a modern upgraded remaster of Battlefield 4. Not pixel for pixel, mind you. So Reddit, calm the fuck down. Spiritually speaking, Battlefield 6 is what Tom and I screeched that this franchise needed after Battlefield 4. Pretty much to the letter. It needed to have a live service aspect to it. It needed continuation of content. It needed reasons to keep you invested and keep playing it. And it's doing all of that. And it's not, and the beautiful thing about it is when it did get to the point where it started straying away from its core identity, the community helped keep that shit in check. Now, I know some people are a little bit pissy about the whole skins thing, but understandably so. That tells me that they're actually listening and they're trying to keep the core identity of this game at the way that it is and not go the route of what Call of Duty did and basically just throw its identity out the window in order to try and be a fucking Fortnite clone that's just more military-based. I'm going to be real right now. That's my opinion of Call of Duty at this point. It is a fucking Fortnite wannabe clone with more military-looking aspects to it and just the goofiest, dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. And that doesn't spark interest in me. Battlefield 6 does. Look at the new skins that they just put out. They're grounded. They're based. Them motherfuckers look great. They look amazing. The Ranger skin that came out. Yeah, people bitched about the flag, but, ignorant fucks are going to be ignorant. That's a thing that Rangers do. That skin, I run that skin. That's a fucking awesome skin. Keep doing things like that.
Side note. Just because I want to mention, there's a bundle right now in the store that I really want. Problem is, I don't want to... In 2042, you could buy anything from the bundle separately, but you can't do it in this game, and I hate it, because there's one skin in the bundle right now that I really, really want, that came out in the store, but I'm not paying.
But I don't want the whole bundle.
I'm not paying $20 for one skin. You know, when everything
so
else
the
is not
smart
interesting.
thing for them to do, because of that complaint, and I know they're going to hear more of this complaints down the line. The smart thing to do about that is, let's just say, when the next season comes around, or even the season after that. Okay, so let's say we're down the line and we're now in season 3, and DICE now goes, okay, we saw that there was a lot of interest in individual items in the packs, but the packs themselves didn't really sell that much. So what we're going to do is after 2 or 3 seasons, if you guys want to just buy the individual items, you can. That way they still have their FOMO to try and sell the full packs, but the people who just want the individual items just have to wait a little bit longer in order to get it. Logically speaking, that would be the most consumer-friendly way in order to go about it. It's still going to sell boins. It's still going to promote transactions, because you're going to have those people that are just going to throw that $5 down for those 500 coins to get like a 250 coin skin, or they've got 50 coins left over from the last battle pass, so $5 for me to get this individual skin. That's not real big of a spend right then and there. Yes, I know I'm promoting and saying that microtransactions are a good thing, but in this case, this would be the most consumer-friendly way to go about it. And they would do what I had said initially about doing, and learning the lessons that Call of Duty fell flat on their face about, and taking the things that worked well and kind of very gingerly putting that into the Battlefield franchise. I feel if they keep on the course that they're on right now, if they keep listening to community feedback, they keep doing things the right way. Now, granted, they should be a little bit more transparent about certain things. We could get into that later, because we've had our gripes about, certain things not being explained properly in patch notes, or not being explained at all in patch notes. Those are things that they need to work on too as things progress and go. But right now, on its own, yes, Battlefield 6 is definitely the superior game between the two, period, just in terms of everything. Now, if we're going to go, well, shooting mechanics and movement mechanics, and we're going to start, then the differences will pile up. But I don't want to get into that. I
will not call Battlefield 6 superior than Black Ops 7, because it's kind of unfair, because it's apple to oranges comparison. You know,
but that's always been the way the comparison has always worked.
I know,
too.
because like
that's
I said, mechanically, the game is Black Ops 7 mechanically is an amazing game. But I fully agree that I'm not interested that much. Like, yeah, I played for like 10 hours, right? Just because, like, hey, it's a good Call of Duty game and so on. But at the end of the day, same fucking Call of Duty, and I know what's coming next year, and I'd rather be interested in next year than this year. So for me, it's like, eh. And that's a lot of people don't know this. That's a lot of people is like, eh, eh. So
that it was met with thunderous apathy.
So
really, if you think about it,
Battlefield 6 outselling. Okay, granted, when they announced they showed the data why the Battlefield 6 is the best-selling game of the year. The Call of Duty Black Ops 7 haven't came out yet, but as it's being tracked right now, Black Ops 7 has 60% less sales in UK comparing to Black Ops 6 last year. So, the only game to outperform Battlefield 6 in the last 3 years was Modern Warfare 2 back in 2022. 2022. And yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was a juggernaut. Not a great game.
Undeniable.
Not a great game, though. Not a great game. Don't get me wrong.
But for its time, what it was a breath of fresh air.
No.
I'm not going to deny that.
No. Okay. You love DMZ. That's a different story. You like DMZ.
No, I mean general overall speak as far as it was. I mean, they took Modern Warfare. They realized they had some good shit going on, and when they made Modern Warfare 2, they actually improved on a lot of shit. As far as somebody who doesn't really fuck with COD that much, I looked at it as, okay, this is kind of a step up, but it's still not enough to hook me for life.
Dude, it was the Holocaust. I'm sorry, it was. After Modern Warfare 2019, you have like the reason Modern Warfare 2 sold so well is because people oh yeah, this is a sequel to one of the greatest Call of Duty games in the last decade, which is Modern Warfare 2019. Like, Of course I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2. How can I be excited? And then the game comes out.
Yeah, but I wasn't excited. I didn't pay for that shit. I just played it on Game Pass and went, all right, this is all right.
You played DMZ.
Maybe because I didn't pay for it, I didn't get pissed at it.
You played DMZ. That's different. And
No, I played DMZ and Zombies and the campaign, and I played some multiplayer. But
wait,
the thing
are you confusing Modern Warfare 3 with Modern Warfare 2? Because Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 are completely different fucking games.
It might have been 3 then. See, I don't track this
See,
shit.
yeah,
So little I
exactly.
care about Call of Duty.
I think Modern Warfare 2 is on Game Pass right now. But anyway, the only game to beat Battlefield 6 was Modern Warfare 2. So, regardless, also Battlefield 6 outsold Battlefield 1 already.
That's not really surprising either.
Yeah, so
It's good news, but I'm not.
so remember 100 million players that EA wants for this game. We're almost halfway there. Almost. That means we're beyond 30 million at this point. So in
Have
just
to
a
be.
month.
I mean, it's you know what's funny is back in the day when he made that comment about that, we laughed at that. Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
You guys laughed. I was thinking they're gonna get those players with RedSec, which also RedSec is the most played game right now on console.
Good.
Before
I mean, it's well deserved.
Before
Fortnite, of
Before Fortnite drops its chapter 7 in 8 days, so that's gonna. But regardless,
let's be real here. Fortnite is Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite
is going to be. It is what it is. They've got that shit locked down, pat. They don't need to fuck with that formula at all.
Just a side note, and we can move to the next topic. Actually, talk about the update. I worked at one of the publishers. Not gonna mention which one because you can go listen to Patreon. I worked with one of the publishers. I've seen the Fortnite numbers, how they're doing. Oh my god! Granted, that was couple of good years ago, when Fortnite was at its peak. But I can assure that number is not lower. Like, not that much lower.
If it is, it ain't by much.
Bruh,
Yeah.
when I say that Fortnite is king, I mean it. Because I was looking, there's FIFA, there's Call of Duty, all this game, and then there's Fortnite, like 3-4 times more players than any other game in the top 10 list. I'm like, holy shit.
The reason being though is you look at what Epic has done with that game. Okay, they have tried very, very, very hard over the years to not completely break the identity of that game, which is kind of very hard to do because it's cartoony and goofy to begin with. So I mean, your creative freedoms are pretty much unlimited. I mean, I think that's the reason why a lot of the crossovers and shit that they do doesn't really get sneered at as much. I mean, yeah, there's some stuff where I'm just kind of like, huh, why? But
listen, I don't know.
Look at
Hatsune Miku on a Godzilla. That shit's fire.
But again, it's goofy. It fits with the cartoony aspect of it. I mean, it fits in that art style. It fits in that world great. Now, when you take Call of Duty, on the other hand, who tried doing that shit, you see where the differences are. You see why one fucking dropped in sales and the other one is still maintaining itself as a juggernaut, because Fortnite realized, I'm pretty sure very early, fucking with the identity and fucking with the core is going to be the dumbest thing we could possibly do. So I feel like they've done everything they can to make sure that doesn't happen. Call of Duty just didn't care. Activision just wanted to sell some shit. Oh, Beavis and Butthead skins. People will fucking buy that. They buy it in Fortnite, not realizing
that was a failed
again,
experiment.
you're comparing
by Activision.
apples to oranges.
Yeah.
That was dumb. And when the fan base fucking backlashed at that, I don't care how much money they sank in licensing deals. I don't care. Gentlemen, there is a thing in business ethics called cutting your losses and fucking running. And in this case, they should have done that. The cartoony shit, I'm sorry. I feel like that is one of the reasons why Black Ops and Call of Duty now is a fucking laughingstock for the most part. Aside from other shit.
It's not even that. Because like I said, I've been playing Warzone for a while. It's just it's not cartoony shit only. It's just the aesthetic itself just disappeared entirely. For example,
yeah, look at the fucking campaign. I mean, there's a goddamn
Okay, I don't know.
Fucking Resident Evil 7 monster
but-
in the fucking end campaign.
See,
Are you
but that's a
kidding
bigger
me,
problem
Activision?
here. There's a bigger problem here because there's been a new Call of Duty every fucking year, and we're on fucking Black Ops 7. Just saying the word 7 pisses me off.
Just makes my brain
yeah,
melt.
like, oh my god, there's how much...
This shit survived for 7 fucking iterations.
If not more. How much you can milk. Right? So I imagine you being a developer working on this fucking game. It's like, we need a new Call of Duty every year. Like, we need a single player. And I'm like, bruh, I'm sick of making the same shit non-fucking stop that doesn't lead anywhere, doesn't tell a good story. Like, for example, every fucking game with Black Ops, you know what's my Battlefield actually also suffers from that? Like, the new faction, new enemies, and so on, and then we
No backstory. Who the fuck are these people?
like then we have to set up the sequel and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I just don't fucking care. Like, bruh, can you just focus on one thing, so you tell the story and finish it? And like, for example, Black Ops 6, we had a faction called Pantheon, something like that. Okay, then we have the new faction. Then we have a new faction here in Black Ops 7, the Guild, and Battlefield 6, for example. Hey, we have a faction called Pax Armata. Where Pax Armata came from? Fuck knows. All we know, CIA made Pax Armata. Okay, that tells me nothing.
Does it make you think for a second that maybe for somehow or another, so by some grace of God, Activision is literally just copying Take-Two's homework when it comes to like Grand Theft Auto? Because you think about it, okay? Think about it. If you've been following Grand Theft Auto, guess what? They're finally getting in GTA Online Mansions, something that was promised back in 2014. All right.
It's funny that you always compare GTA to COD, which makes no sense in my head, but hey.
But look at how... No. What I'm saying is when it comes to milking a dead cow, okay? Activision and Rockstar are the fucking kings.
Yeah, they're kings.
Undeniably. Rockstar owns the fucking crown for that shit and will forever own the crown for that shit. I feel like Activision looked at Grand Theft Auto Online and was like, bro, these guys have had a fucking online game for 10 plus years. That shit prints fucking money. They don't really do very fucking meaningful content updates, and when they do, the community doesn't fucking like it, but they still fucking play it. Can we do that shit? And voila. Here we are. Yeah. That's where I was getting at. Not gameplay comparison. I'm talking about just how the businesses are ran.
Yeah, not gameplay comparison.
Because to me, I looked at that announcement from Rockstar and Take-Two and was like, is this why GTA 6 got delayed again? Because y'all needed more money out of the printer? Like this, and again, I can't really shit on Rockstar that much because their end quality is a level that Activision could only fucking dream of in a medically induced coma after 6 years. It's that up there. If you've played Red Dead Redemption 2, you know what I'm talking about. If you've played any Rockstar game, period, their attention to detail and their level of development is just chef's kiss. It's not perfect, but it's up there. So when they made that bullshit excuse of, we're delaying GTA 6 because we need to do final polishing, and then fucking 3 weeks later, by the way, mansions are coming to Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, and they're $35 million each.
You focus on that.
Buy shark cards.
You focus on that.
They're literally promoting shark cards again.
Yeah, you focus on that. I just remember that they fucking fired people. That's all I remember.
Yeah, there's that too.
I kind of more.
So I mean,
I kind of care more about
perfect.
that than fucking GTA.
They're just as fucking skeezy as the rest of them. Let's not fucking. I mean, just because their final product quality is goddamn near is a fucking work of art, it does not mean their business.
All right, let's not talk about GTA.
That being said,
let's talk about GTA. Like,
let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Anyway, Battlefield 6 best game of the year. Apparently, the best sold.
Good
game.
job, guys.
It finally happened. It finally happened somehow. Somehow it happened. We should do an episode. We should do maybe next episode if you're free or not, because you mentioned. We should talk the future. What we expect for the future of Battlefield 6 and so on. What's the future for the game?
I feel like that should be a subject we should get to. Like, I want to say because we're going to wind up reviewing Season 1 in its entirety when we get down to like I think the last week. We're going to do the review on it. So I feel like that would kind of be the great point.
I don't even know if we
do
should
the first
do
half of the episode. We review it.
We'll see.
I feel like we should. I feel like we kind of should. Do kind of like a retrospect on it, but then yeah, we'll kind of like push the two subjects together. I think that would be great and fitting to do.
Anyway, so anyone listening right now on audio or I don't care, YouTube or audio, please let us know. Do you want us to do a season 1 review? You know, like actually when the thing is done, like close to completion. Let us know if you want us to do a review. So, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the actual update. So,
let's. All right.
California Resistance. New map, new LTM, new weapons, new shit, and new bugs, of course.
Of course.
Of course. So,
speaking of bugs, ladies and gentlemen, I have confirmed it. It is the grenade interceptors that are causing the revive bug.
Wait, there's a
Stop using them around.
There's a revive.
It is.
Oh, you mean like not the revive
yeah, where
bug.
you can't hit the paddles.
The paddles. So it's not consistent anymore. Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, I spent all week figuring this shit out, and I haven't gone on Twitter or said anything about it, mainly because I can't get footage of it. But this literally happened last night. Okay. Now everybody's been in this scenario where you get revived and then you get a couple shots off and then you get down, then you get revived again. Okay. Same squad member. First time I went down, got revived, hit with the paddles, immediately brought right back up. Okay. I get up, go around a corner, get a kill or two, come back around, I get killed mid-reload. Same squad member comes through, kills the guy that just killed me. Before he turns around to revive me because grenade spam is on its way in, he throws a grenade interceptor down, turns around and goes to revive me and is beating on me with the paddles, and it's not working. So if anybody from DICE is listening, there's the fucking problem. It's the grenade and missile interceptors. Gentlemen, I don't understand why you made the paddles app a projectile, but that needs to be exempted. That is the problem. If there is a grenade interceptor anywhere within range that it can affect, it is going to stop revives or it fucks with the hitboxes. So that's the problem. I have seen it in action.
I wonder if I could abuse that somehow. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking in my head, what?
We go in and kill a bunch of people and throw a grenade interceptor down in a hidden spot and fuck with their... Yeah, that's game breaking right there. And now that I've let that out. So anybody from DICE who is listening, look into it. Look into it. Your boy figured it out. He figured it out 2 days into it. The only problem is I couldn't get definitive proof because the exact same thing happened to Abe and I the other night. We were playing Sabotage. We were holed up, and I think it was I can't remember the name of the map. It has the aircraft hangar on it. It was that the second to last map they just added on Blackfields.
Oh, Blackfields. Blackfields.
Yeah, that map. We were holed up in that warehouse or aircraft hangar or whatever the fuck it was. I think it was a warehouse. And the exact same shit happened. It happened right in front of Abe and I. The thing is again, I just didn't have the time in order to hit the replay recording because I'm still trying to get my software set up so that recording actually wants to work. I'm a little bit pissed off, AMD. You don't do highlight recording, you pricks. Fix that shit.
You can.
Anyway,
there's a replay mode.
It won't.
Well, you need to activate
I have
it.
I have to manually activate it. It won't automatically do it.
Well, go activate
it. I know, but it's when I get it.
Oh my god, just click 3 clicks, my dude, you'll survive.
It's not 3 clicks. I gotta click off the window to go to the... Anyway.
No, not in game. Activate it fucking before you turn on the game. Anyway, not the point. Anyway, okay, so that's the bug. So anyone that doesn't know, grenade interceptor is basically a trophy system from COD. Anyway, so... also before, if you don't own the game, and you listen to BattlefieldOne podcast, you're a legend. But if you want to play Battlefield 6 and try out, there's a free trial happening from the 25th of November. So I think when this podcast is already out, yes, exactly on Tuesday. So as soon as you listen to this, you can play Battlefield 6 for free till the 2nd of December. It's a free trial. 5 modes, 3 maps, basically a whole free week of Battlefield 6. So try out.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, so...
They need to do that more often. I would say they need to do that a lot more often because that's... not to say anything against the people who purely play RedSec, but I mean the core game is pretty damned fun. It is pretty damned good. If you're sitting on the fence about it, I mean, yeah, Steam Black Friday sales are going to be coming around. Probably it's going to wind up on discount. Maybe it will be a great time in order to grab it. Make sure you use our promo code.
Speaking of, I want to mention that thing. You should use the Lanky Soldier code when you buy that on EA app, because we do get a small commission from EA if every time you buy points. So like, I should mention
And we do
that.
greatly appreciate it. So yeah, any side pack, any side content that you guys want to invest in, please use our promo code, the Lanky Soldier. No spaces, all lowercase.
I think you can
cannot
use
put this in.
capitals. I think you can use capitals.
No,
I think.
no, it won't take it. All
It has to be
lowercase, no
lowercase.
spaces.
Okay. All right.
Yep, it's case sensitive. The other thing in order to be aware of is it will not let you use that promo code in game. You have to go to the EA store and log in and do it that way.
Which is
and
also
plus
linked
on top
in
of
our
that,
Discord.
right. Not only on top of that do you get a little bit of a discount for our code, you get your EA Play discount on top of it too. So there's extra savings involved there as well. It
I don't
helps
think you
us
get a
out.
discount.
So, I think it knocked off like $1 for me when I bought
Maybe
one
because
the last
you
time.
have like EA Pro or some shit.
I might.
Or-
but anyway, it was only $17 and some change. So
Yeah, I
but
think
still,
that's
it helps us out.
regardless, it helps us out.
It helps us out greatly. So please use our promo code. It doesn't matter what you buy. It doesn't matter how big or small the transaction is. Please remember to use our promo code. Moving on.
Anyway, so also I know it's not important now, but I just wanted to mention that as soon as this update got dropped, they changed the aim assist back to the beta level. So basically, the aim assist we had back in beta,
And nuked our goddamned infantry button.
they switched it to the beta one. Basically, redid the game for the aim assist, and as soon as that update dropped, all our settings got fucking nuked and reset. Apparently, on the other Battlefield related podcast, the Objective, one of them said that the vehicle settings are the same, and I have to agree with him because vehicle settings are still the same as they were. So
Yeah,
that's that.
That was my biggest worry when things were flying around about keybinds getting fucked up, because my jet keybinds for my controller are very specific. Like I have it set a specific way. Pro tip: get the afterburner off of R3 and put it on left bumper. You'll thank yourself later. Anyway,
But yeah, so the settings got reset. Like, it's not a game-breaking thing. Don't get me wrong. I'll survive.
but it is infuriating
It's
to have
annoying.
to do.
Yeah, it's annoying. Like that.
It all depends upon how you play too. If you're just a basic keyboard and mouse user, it probably wasn't that big of a deal for you.
It still took me 5-10 minutes to remember.
Yeah,
what
it's
I
still
did,
one of those
yeah.
things where if you're in the middle of a gunfight and you realize a bind isn't right, it costs you it costs you a death. It can cost you this. One thing I do want to point out now with the new update that they seem to have added, guys, having me hold left stick, okay, press L3 in order to hold my breath while I'm sniping, while at the same time also having that bound to my canted iron sights flip, fucking nuke that shit.
Can't you unbind it from each other?
No, you can't. I looked. I can't unbind it.
Okay.
When I go into the keybind listing for changing optics, it's listed as unbound because I have it bound to because I have it bound to an actual keyboard key for my mouse.
Okay.
But on the controller, if I let go and I'm sniping, and because I run at 6x scope and I run canted iron sights, I do that for a specific reason, because canted iron sights works a lot better in fucking close range than a 6-power scope. I don't give a fuck who you are. Anyway, that being said, it's very annoying when I'm trying to line up a long-range shot and I just kind of tap that, hold breath for a split second, and all of a sudden my soldier goes, now we're going to use canted iron sights. Can we get rid of that shit, please? Or give me a way to get rid of that shit?
You should bother Julian. If that's not a setting right now, you go bother Julian on Twitter, because
Yeah, I'm gonna message him about that, because that's annoying when it comes
he
up.
does the all that kind of stuff, engineering in the background. Someone asked, "Oh, can you add a separate option to whip out your knife, right, without holding it, all that kind of stuff?" And he added the option. So yeah, go bother Julian, because Julian is very active on Twitter right now, and he's taking all the requests or feedback, what you might call it. So yeah, go bother him about that. I'm pretty sure he'll understand. He can maybe add something if that's the case. If that's not a setting yet. Yeah, I'll fully recommend to bother Julian about that. But yeah, just to finish,
second,
yeah,
please.
just to finish.
Yeah, you can talk. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. Just to finish this conversation quickly. The settings got reset with the update, and that was annoying. But it's like, and then one of the doors there, I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. We've seen report. They got reported as a bug or something. Okay, cool. But we already changed our settings. What, are you gonna fix the problem? You're not gonna fix the problem. It's like why? Well, problem is done. It's done. Like, we already changed our settings. There's no point to do anything at this point. Annoying, but hey, it's just like one of those things. Happens. I will not cry to sleep knowing like, oh my god, my settings are reset. It's annoying, but hey, I'll live with that. Right, quick mention of the new limited time mode, Sabotage. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna even give loads of feedback. Okay, so one thing, I just want to say one thing. It's good to have experimental limited time modes in the game, because that way we can explore, and the DICE and any other studio making this game, they can explore goofy ass, interesting, very unique game modes and see if it works, if it doesn't. I love LTMs as experimental, interesting modes. I love that. So keep doing more of those. Never just how I feel about Sabotage doesn't mean I'm gonna feel the same thing about the next game mode you're gonna make and if it's a good mode, why not? Like, I can see them adding to the actual permanent loot pool for the game modes if it's good. But regarding Sabotage as this mode, oh my god, what a shit mode. I hate this mode so much. It's so fucking brain dead, so dumb. Like, and people say, oh, it's like Call of Duty. What are you smoking? Nothing about this is Call of Duty. This is fucking garbage. Even by like
this game mode can enable me to go 0-7 in a match and still be top player. That's how fucking hilarious this match is.
It's just shit maps, shit locations.
It's like it was just kind of haphazardly thrown together, like, hey, here it goes, which is something I would kind of expect from Portal.
I think, like, listen, okay, there's too many objectives. Okay, anyone listening and they haven't played Sabotage, basically, it's attack versus defense, and you have a halftime there, so at one point...
You go here, blow up boxes, win game.
At one point...
If you're on opposite side, stop them from blowing up boxes, win game.
Yeah, so that's the point of the game. Attack versus defense, attackers have to destroy loads of boxes, loads of equipment or whatever, I don't know, and the defenders have to defend them from being destroyed. And then you switch rounds.
And you can repair them. If you're an engineer,
and if you're an engineer, you can repair your thing. Anyway, and... Then you have halftime, you switch around, and whoever destroys the boxes or the equipment faster wins the game. Basically, that's the
or more.
Yeah, or more. Yeah, that's the game mode.
On paper, it's not a bad mode on paper.
Needs less players.
I'm gonna say that right now.
Needs less players.
It does.
Less objectives. And it needs to be more tactical in this case, because this mode is just so brain dead. What, 8 on 8 is it? I think it's 8 on 8.
No, I think it's 16-16.
Is it?
I think it's 16 on 16. I think it is 16 on 16.
Fuck.
So that being said,
anyway.
I mean, I don't find it brain dead as much as just kind of like it's brain dead for attackers, because attackers don't even really need to worry about getting kills. It's just getting that right flank, getting in, and just nuking shit. Which I have found has been the best tactic. I don't even focus on kills when I play that game. I'm literally I am a dog with a bone when it comes to those boxes. I'm taking flanking routes, and I'm obliterating those bastards. Period, point blank, end of story. It can be a very fast game mode if it is 8v8.
Yeah.
I thought it was 16 on 16. It can be a fun game mode if you're with your buddies, and it can be very chaotic. But that being said, do I see it as a mode that's going to stick around permanently? No, not really.
Well, it's LTM for a reason.
It's limited time for a minute. Now, one other thing that I was going to talk about as far as these limited time modes go. Now, if we're going to use this as a way in order to test new modes out, and okay, they get really popular and there's a high demand in order to keep a hold of them, and we implement them in the game, that's not a bad idea. But what we're going to run into is a problem that this game already has: dilution. This game is beginning to get a very bad community dilution problem, which feeds into the bot population problem, which feeds into other problems. Now, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to talk about bots a whole hell of a lot, but this is exactly what I'm going to say as far as this is, and that's going to be the end of it. one of two things needs to be conceded somewhere along the line, and a certain group of people is just going to have to live with it and shut the hell up. You either count the stats in their entirety when it comes to bots. That means both kills and deaths.
Wait.
Or you count neither.
Okay, you know what? Like, all right, wait. How the fuck we ended up from Sabotage to fucking bots?
The reason being is because of the fact that adding another mode is going to draw more attention away from other modes. Therefore, over time, what is going to happen is bot populations are going to become common. This is a core problem that needs to be addressed now in Season 1 and not 5 seasons in when we've added 6 different modes into it. The community is now so diluted that just about every fucking match has a bot population in some shape or form. And because we want to, and I don't care how many people I get salty over what I'm about to say, but it's the fucking truth. But because Reddit can't shut the fuck up and stop bitching about shit that doesn't matter. Oh my god, these streamers, they hop into streams and their KD is 82 and 5. Well, it's pretty fucking obvious what they're doing. And that's us as a community. We ostracize those types of people. That's fucking obvious. And yeah, haha, it's funny in order to have the streamers' KDs get fucking nuked. Ha 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 ha, it's great, it's funny, yeah. But does it really fucking mean anything in the long run? No, it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to watch their kill cam clips. You're still going to ingest that shit up. You're still going to engage in their comment section and go, well, duh, obviously you're in a bot lot. Because it's fucking obvious. So again, like I said, as far as the stat tracking goes, either we count bots, kills, and deaths, and we let the community do its thing as far as justice on that side, or neither count, and it's just player kills and deaths from here on out. But here's the thing. Do not take away that bots count towards challenges and things of that nature, because you are definitely going to piss this community off. I'm sorry, I play casual breakthrough sometimes to get quick challenges done. That mode has helped me get my class challenges done because I can't be fucking arsed in order to fuck up a normal game to want to try and get 15 goddamn stun assist kills.
Okay, oh yeah, I need to do that. That's annoying.
Yeah, it is fucking, that is one of the most annoying fucking challenges I have ever had. I had to group up with Omnom to get that shit done. And the only way I managed to do it was wait for them all to get into a fucking group, roll around a corner, throw a fucking stun grenade out there, and tell Omni to go ham with an LMG so I could get my assists. I'm sorry. We're going to have to just suck it up and accept it. I'm not happy that bots are in this game as commonly as they are. I'm not happy about it. But I understand that they're there. It's a necessary evil. I don't want it to become a more necessary evil as this game goes on. So, again, any developers out there that are listening, let's nip this shit in the ass here and now. Put our feet down and go, this is it. And if Reddit wants to bitch about it some more, you just don't fucking listen to it. Not that I'm saying you ignore community feedback, but here's the thing. The customer is always right in terms of taste, not how things actually work. So please commit that to your hearts and understand. Let's get this shit settled once and for all. If we're going to keep adding new modes, cool. I'm fine with that. That keeps things fresh. But inevitably, what I said is going to happen is going to fucking happen if we don't nip this shit in the ass. Done.
So that's how you feel about Sabotage, huh?
That's how I feel about adding modes, period. Sabotage isn't a bad mode. It's fun.
Oh, my ass, it's fun. It's fucking brain dance. I hate it.
It has its moments. When we're all in a squad, it's chaotic, it's fun, but if you're playing it by myself,
I am chilling, my dude.
No.
I am fucking chilling. I'm drinking my tea. I'm having a snack. 20 and 0. I'm like, I'm chilling, man.
But realistically speaking, it is a good. It's a quick mode to rack up some fucking points. You could, if you play your cards right, you play that mode right, you could get through a whole round in 7 fucking minutes.
Sure.
Flat.
If you guys having fun, that's good. Also, use the Saiga. If you want to win the mode, just use the Saiga. Destroy the fucking objectives so easily.
It's already out there.
Yeah, use the Saiga.
It's already out there. Sorry, Abe.
Balance and everything. It's like, just who gives a fucking shit? It's a LT. I get that, but I like.
We hold the record for fastest attack round. at a minute and 50 seconds.
Yeah, our duel one was the fastest. Maybe they could ever release the stats. Like, what was the fastest ever round? And
I would die laughing if it's Abe and I
am
still hold that
pretty
record.
sure our group will be the fastest on this planet to end the round.
Because we're trying to break that record, too. We've been trying.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, our group will be the fastest recorded of breaking the record of the fastest ending round. I think it will be us.
But I don't see Sabotage as being like a permanent addition. Like maybe it's something they'll bring back once
you will
in a while
never
for
see
certain
you will
maps,
never
but
see Sabotage
no,
ever again. You will never see Sabotage ever again. Done. This is one time.
That's kind of sad though, but at the same time, it's like. Yeah, but again,
but that's the purpose of
LTM.
LTM.
To experiment.
That's the purpose of LTM.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I want them to experiment. I want them in order to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
We need this. It needs it. I don't want to just have, okay, well, another map comes out and it's just Conquest and Rush and maybe Escalation if we felt like it. I don't want that. I want them in order to keep trying new things. I want them in order to keep like throwing the dart at the board and see what sticks and see what still makes us happy because that is their way of trying to make fun. That has always been something that we've been screeching that they needed to focus on was making fun. Something that is fun. Fun sells. Just marketing doesn't. And this is proof in the pudding. Yeah, Sabotage, it's fun for some. I find my fun in it occasionally, but I don't see it being a permanent addition. So, yeah, I'm encouraging this behavior. Yes, let's keep doing this. This is good thing.
Yeah, LTMs are good. LTMs are good.
Yes.
But damn,
and if it's that popular, if they make a fucking banger-ass mode that is like Rush 2.0 and it's better somehow, I mean, let's not saying that it would ever happen, but hypothetically, let's say, I would be like, oh, fuck, I would play this more than Rush.
Well, we're gonna get a new LTM in 2 weeks, 9th of December, with the Winter Offensive update. It's called Ice Lock Gauntlet, which is going to be taking place on the Empire State map. It's all snowy, a snow map. We actually don't have a snow map, so that's great. So
cool fucking concept too. Now the same maps with different weather effects going on.
Yeah.
I mean, God, that opens the door up for night maps. Oh my God, I would hate it, but I would also love playing Manhattan at night.
Listen, I don't really. Okay, how the mode comes out in those 2 weeks, it's fine. Good or bad, that doesn't matter. But just because you already made the winter version of Empire State, add it to the loot pool.
Oh, I just had an epiphany.
What?
Imagine like a hostage extraction mode.
Oh no.
Okay?
Oh no.
On Empire at night.
Why hostage?
Because you've got to physically move the thing out.
You think it's going to be fun. Modern Warfare 2 had that game mode. It was not fun.
I'm just throwing eyeball. But at night, though, did they do it at night?
Night maps, yes.
Come on, imagine. I mean, even if it was just like a PvE mode or something like that, or just a breach and clear mode, where the defenders have to they have to hold down a room or they have to hold down a building, and your objective as attackers is to breach and clear the building in order to rescue hostages. I mean, you don't even necessarily have to walk them out the door. It's just a matter of get there, free them. Okay.
You know what?
Whatever.
You mentioned. I would not mind if they actually did a PvE mode, like as LTM, some sort of.
But again, that falls back into what I just said a minute ago about bot stats. If we're going to track deaths, we need to track kills.
I really don't care about. I really don't care about bot deaths. Trust me, fam. Just imagine being killed by a bot.
Well, here's the thing. Look, it's not me being salty about it. It is literally a matter of logical balance. At the end of the day,
bug,
period.
No? I think it's a bug.
I don't know if it's a bug or if it's an oversight or if they just said, fuck it, the deaths are going to count regardless. If it's the latter of the three, then my dudes, that is one of the most nefarious fucking things I've ever heard.
If you're so bad and your KD is going down because of bot deaths, I'm like, bruh.
Well, it all depends. Again, it all depends upon what you're trying to do. Because there are some challenges out there that if you specifically try to just do that, it will nuke your KD. Like I had last night. I went all negative in a bunch of rounds last night trying to get fucking shoulder-mounted RPG kills. And it got to the point where I was literally just running around with an RPG main. No, in fucking main modes.
Yeah.
But
okay,
even
main
still, if I
modes,
tried doing that in
main
fucking
modes,
casual,
main
I'd
modes.
have the exact same problem of getting fucking flanked out of nowhere because I'm trying to roll around a shot and pop an RPG off. RPG takes longer to fucking reload. So what I was doing was I'd roll around a corner, I'd pop an RPG shot off. I'd either get the kill or I'd get a suppression assist. Which, by the way, let's talk about that real quick. If a fucking RPG blows up in front of somebody's face, that shit needs to do damage.
I think that's by design. That's on purpose.
I think it's annoying as fuck. The other thing that's annoying is
I understand why that decision was made.
We still seem to have this issue where if a person fires an RPG off and they die mid-flight, that projectile just miraculously fucking vanishes. Stop that shit too. That needs to stop.
Oh, you want
shot when I
you want
if
realistic
my
rockets?
fucking RPG has left... No, the reason why I say this is because it doesn't apply to sniper rounds. Because I've already kill traded with a bolt action.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
It
doesn't
can
apply
be
to sniper
done.
rounds. Yeah, you're actually right. Yeah.
Yeah. So get fucked. The RPG projectile needs to stay. If I happen to get gunned down real quick because I rolled around a corner to get a back shot off on a tank and I get flanked by infantry out of nowhere and my rocket has left the tube. It's left the tube. It's in flight. That shit needs to hit. Same thing with grenades, because I'm fucking tired of it when I'm in the middle of throwing a fucking grenade and my hand is gone. The grenade has left my fucking hand. I get shot and I'm looking at the revive screen going, where the fuck did my grenade go?
Yeah, that's
because it didn't go where I threw it.
Yeah.
That needs to change. Anyway.
Sorry. No, that's fine. Ending on the LTMs. Okay, I don't care about Sabotage. I'm done with that conversation. Anyway, let's talk about the new map, Eastwood. What's our opinion about Eastwood?
It's a good map as long as you're infantry. If you're trying to fly on that map, it's a fucking nightmare, mostly because of me.
Bro, it's an amazing map for tank drivers.
It's a great tank map.
Granted, loads of... Okay, the thing is, it depends which mode you're playing. So, my personal opinion of Eastwood, I love the map. I think it's one of the best... It's not the best, but it's definitely...
But it's up there.
It's up there, one of the best maps in Battlefield right now. I think it has enough cover for infantry, and it's enough playing space for vehicles. Not air vehicles, ground vehicles. Remove the air vehicles from this map, chef's kiss. Amazing map. I don't think this map needs air vehicles, in my opinion.
The attack helicopters, I would say they probably... I mean, especially on escalation, each team having 2 of the fucking things, I would say that's a little bit excessive. The transport choppers, though, leave that.
Okay, leave the transport chopper. Yeah,
leave the transport
choppers
alone.
On this map work fine. But when it comes to like air vehicles on this map, garbage. Also, the sky limit.
But they're adding the little bird, bitch, so it's just going to get worse. What I think is going to happen is one of the attack choppers is going to get replaced by the little bird.
Maybe.
Is what I think is going to happen.
Could be.
That would be the best balance I could come up with if they want to keep the air vehicles. But yeah, with the little bird confirmed on its way, I feel like that's what's going to happen. One of the attack choppers in escalation is going to go bye-bye. It's going to get replaced by the scout chopper. It's just going to get worse because scout pilots are fucking drooling right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, I am too.
Sure.
Give me my 30mm.
Regarding Eastwood as a map, I think it's a fantastic map. I heard okay, so my wife's coworker also plays Battlefield, and sometimes she's like the messenger between us.
She's a conduit.
Yeah, she tells me what he thinks. I tell her what I think, and then she delivers to him, and so on. It's like a broken telephone type of thing. So apparently, her coworker doesn't like the Eastwood map because apparently it's like, oh, too many streets or whatever the case may be. And I'm just thinking, I'm just sitting in a tank in the golf course. I'm like thinking, really? What? Well, what streets, bro? Like I think it's a good map because it has a balance of infantry and vehicles can do well. So look, I love maps. Like the reason why I love Marek Valley, for example, is because it has a nice mixture of vehicles can be good. Infantry can be good. Doesn't matter which class you play or what type of playstyle you play, you can do good. That map supports all the playstyles. Same thing with Eastwood. It supports all the those playstyles. I personally think they should remove the air vehicles. Maybe leave the transport heli in there. That's fine. But also, it's so funny how the map plays differently on each mode. I haven't played Breakthrough because I don't like Breakthrough, but I played a lot of Conquest and a lot Escalation on Eastwood. the experience is really
Escalation in Eastwood is fucking great.
I
love it.
It's a mixed bag.
Other than having 2 attack choppers at the last
Okay,
phase.
it's a mixed bag.
That's my only problem with it.
Okay, on Escalation, it's a bit mixed bag, because as soon as on the last sectors, like the last 3 flags, right, you're just gonna have vehicles camping on both of the hills, and they just don't move, and just while infantry is fighting for those flags, and tanks and AA is just camping on the hills and do nothing. And I'm like, how's this fun? So it depends. You know, I mean, it actually doesn't depend. That's how every fucking Escalation match ends up. It's just vehicles.
It's one of those maps where last phase you better have the goddamn aim-guided missiles on your tank, or else you're not doing shit.
Yeah, so...
And you even going to a flag... I mean, I will admit, last phase on Escalation is a little bit of a problem, because I had this last night when I was playing Escalation on that map, and yeah, I mean, it is 100% true. It's very easy in a lot of maps in Escalation to get away with it. You just sit and fucking spawn and just long show. But... here's the thing. That's kind of how tanks are supposed to be used in the first place. That being said, in Battlefield, not necessarily.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not really long-range howitzers like they're supposed to be in real life.
Yeah, realism versus fun. You know, which one? Do you want to be aggressive with the tank and be fun and so on, and then you can play the objective, basically, PTFO with the tank? That's great. But I you know...
Or do you want to sit and spawn and just keep fucking lawn shelling until you run out of ammo, run back, resupply, come back, long shell? That, to me, is boring as fuck. I mean, I did that in the AA the other night out of necessity, because we had one dude in the attack chopper who was just pulling, and this is another problem with this map. They can hover in their spawn area and hit max height, and the pilot can switch to the gunner seat and basically just wreck the entire fucking map before they even need to switch back to the seat in order to restart the rotors to get the helicopter flying again. That is a bit of a big problem, and that's why I feel like if they got rid of one of the attack choppers, that would kind of ease that off a little bit and stop that. Because, I mean, one person doing it is one thing. 2 people doing it in 2 different fucking attack choppers, it's a fucking menace.
Did you by any chance play Domination or King of the Hill on Eastwood? Because I haven't.
I think we did play King of the Hill on Eastwood one
How
night.
is it?
I could have swore we did.
Okay, I wasn't on.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
No, I think it was just Dom that we all played.
Okay.
I think.
How is it? What's the layout? I'm guessing it's the middle of the map.
I think it's the house. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the big fucking house in the middle.
Okay, so it's the middle of the map.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, because I haven't played, I have no idea. But overall,
I know we played some obscure mode on fucking Eastwood the other night, and I know it wasn't Sabotage again, but
we did play Sabotage on Eastwood. My god, that was so shit. And also, you can camp the roof and just basically look at their spawn and kill them. Like, oh yeah, great game, great design. It's like, that's stupid.
Broken!
Stupid. Anyway, but I like Eastwood. Eastwood is a good map. I'm glad he got that. Also, I thought it was gonna be like a cutout from the Battle Royale map. No, it's a completely new map. Like, yeah, it uses the same assets.
It has buildings that's inspired from some
well,
of
it's
the
the
shit.
same.
I mean,
it's the same assets, but the map is completely new. It has nothing to do with the Battle Royale map. And I was like playing. I'm like, oh, this is a nice surprise. I like that. I actually like that. So yeah,
I do. Good job.
Yeah,
guys.
Eastwood is a good map.
Lots of applause.
East map is a good map. So more maps like these, and I'll be very satisfied. I was thinking like we should add the conversation about how we feel about the maps right now, but I'll leave it for the next podcast just because we're kind of running out of time already. So all right, so we'll leave it for the next episode or something like that. Okay, so just to end for the last 10-15 minutes, I guess. Compared to Battlefield is a thing. Now, we're not going to talk about in detail here. We're just going to mention all the important bits and all the kind of stuff. So because
that could be an episode all over.
Yeah, that's going to be an episode by itself because there's loads of things to talk about and so on. Also, just a quick tease, I'm thinking to do a separate podcast series, also named Battlefield 1, but with a different name, just for comparative Battlefield. And loads of people...
It'll be a spin-off.
Yeah, basically a spin-off. And loads of people are like listening to this like, but why? Comparative Battlefield is not a thing. If 6 months ago, you would tell me that we will have open qualifiers, for plebs like us that can try to qualify for the, some amazing tournament and win some money, I would call you crazy. Like, no, that's not happening.
I've
And-
been like, shut the
yeah,
fuck
what
up.
the fuck?
They don't care about
They
that.
never did that in the last 20 years. Like, EA sponsored thing, like the only, like, yeah, I would never imagine. So,
Realistically, the only competitive scene that Battlefield has had over the last 15 years has been homebrew, and that's it.
and not even that. It's like,
That's it.
It's not even that. So, anyway, we're jumping the gun here. So, what the hell I'm talking about? So, Battlefield, or EA, whatever, announced there's a thing called Battlefield RedSec Elite Series. So, it's basically a competition. So, let's see. Let me.
Let's pull up the details.
Yeah, like here you go. Okay, I'm just. Yeah, sure. Basically, it's a competition, a competitive competition in RedSec, in Battlefield RedSec, where all the best players gather and fight for money. You know, and it will start next month. Okay, so the Elite Series is a weekly series of competitive cash cups split across 3 regions: the Americas, Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia Pacific, and features over 1 million USD prize money during its first season from December 10th to January 18th. Okay, so for the first inaugural RedSec Elite Series, we're inviting 50 team captains from each region to handpick their dream squad of 4. These 600 total competitors not only represent the best Battlefield players in our community, but also the top FPS talent in the world. So it's not only Battlefield players only, it's all the best players you can find on this planet right now. You know, all the best players, like, that doesn't matter if they came from Warzone, or they came from Battlefield, or some other FPS game. If they're interested and they want to play Battlefield and compete in proper competition, they're invited to be the team captains. Well, they already have the team captains, but like each region has team captains. So if you listen to this podcast, 99% chance that you're not part of that group that will compete in the Elite Series. That being said, there's open qualifiers for the Elite Series. So you can gather yourself and 3 other friends from the same region. If you believe you're good enough, you can compete in the open qualifiers that start on the 12th of December, right? No, 10th of December. Is it? No, Elite Series. 12th of December. Yeah, it was the 12th of December. So if you're good enough, you and your friends can compete and try to qualify for this tournament, for the finals. If you're good enough, right? But you know what? I personally encourage you to, if you really think you're good, no matter how good you are, but if you think you're good, I say you should participate in the open qualifiers for the sake of for the love of the game. For the love of the game. I personally want...
Hell, just for the experience.
Just for the experience, you know. It's a unique experience that you can't really replicate anywhere else. And that's why I'm really... Every time I played Warzone back in the day... when I played Warzone, and I knew there's open qualifiers for the World Series of Warzone, yeah, I always wanted to gather my friends that are good and try to do as well as possible. We managed to finish in the top 1,000 for EU region. We probably could have done better, but that's not the point. Like, we were happy to finish in the top 1,000, like, because we knew we worked hard to get into that spot, you know? We knew we're not going to qualify. Of course not. We're not esports ready players. We're not. But we were so happy to finish in that position because we actually worked hard for it. And that's the thing. Participate for the love of the game. Just test yourself, see how good you are, and all that kind of stuff.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I mean, you miss all the opportunities you don't try for it. This is kind of where I'm kind of looking at. This is my hope for it all, because I am excited that they did make the comment that they are looking into a more robust spectator mode. They are looking into team management, which they're going to have to at some point or another. So what I would think would be the next logical steps for this, if this does well, which I'm hoping it does. I mean, as much as I'm not a fan of the fact that they're using BR and all the rest of this stuff,
well, it's
in
called
the long run,
RedSec.
I'm hoping
Battlefield RedSec.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm hoping is that this encourages them in order to understand that yes, there is a community that cares about the competitive side of it, and what they do is they go, okay, well, we're gonna have major leagues, which is sponsored by EA, and we're gonna have
which is unheard of in the last
minor leagues.
2 to 15 years. Just the fact that
Right,
they
but follow
sponsored
me.
it. And so,
Just follow me for a minute, okay? If they add a good, robust spectator mode, and they add platoons back, those two things alone right there would help the grassroots competitive community out immensely. You would give the ability in order to start team building again, to start being able to pick squads from these teams in order to be able to compete, to represent their teams. You would open up a lot of doors that would be very good for the competitive community overall. And it might not be a sweeping majority, but if you let those tools out there and you let that opportunity be there, hey, you come play in the minor leagues, you do some comp rounds, and you get really good on the team, and the team captain or the team leader or whatever goes, oh, hey, I want you in my squad for the major leagues. That opens those doors up. That's pretty much kind of what we were after a long, long time ago when we tried starting this shit up. And I mean, we did well. It didn't fucking blow up like we wanted it to, but we had our matches. We proved in concept it was possible, is what I'm getting at. But it wasn't the most but we proved it was possible to have a grassroots community.
Comparative Battlefield can work. Like we've always been saying that comparative Battlefield can be extremely fun, and it can be extremely fun to watch and participate. Doesn't matter if you're an audience member or a player yourself. It's fun. It can be fun.
So if they add these tools in, okay, let's say they have a special mode where they allow like 5 or 6 different spectators, and those people are designated as like referees or just cameramen, you could do a pretty fine-tuned production, even live, where you have those 5 or 6 spectator players that are running around, getting shots, watching players, watching things go on. You could pretty much do it like a soccer game, a football game, or a sports game. And you could have commentators live commentating on what's going on. You could really do some seriously great things with this. There's a lot of potential there. But I want to see this do well. I want to see this do well enough that they go, okay, we were wrong this whole time about competitive. It's there. It's stronger than we thought it was going to be. Here's what we're going to give you in order to help make it better. And those two things right there would be the best things they could do. Give us platoons back. Let us get teams organized again. Let us start doing that. Yeah, I understand that there are people out there who are going to go, well, that's just going to encourage pub stomping again. We got to practice somehow. I mean, if we can't organize with another team, then pub is what it is, where it's at.
They did
now,
say they're adding custom lobbies.
Good things. So here's what I would say to those people who would make that comment that I just made. It's going to encourage pub stomping again. To me, I would say this would encourage you to get into a team and get into an organization. And I know some people are afraid of that shit. I mean, I'm antisocial as fuck. I get it. But that would encourage you in order to get in amongst some of these organized groups, to get into organized squads, and that would make the game better overall. You'd have more team play. You'd have more cooperation. And I feel like it would bolster everything so much more. So if you guys are listening and you guys are not serious, you guys are serious about doing this shit, those two, we need them come season 2. If you can get this shit out come season 2, you're going to have another banger on your hands. You're going to keep growing. You're going to keep doing better. Because eventually what's going to happen is, and I know some people are going to shriek at this one too, the COD players who are looking for that in Black Ops right now and they're not getting it, they're going to look at Battlefield and go, holy shit, this is what we were after. This is what we wanted. And we're going to stay here now. And I know that pisses some people off, but we need players. We need people in this game. You can't just run off the core audience. Clearly, this game has made it abundantly clear. This game is at its best when it pulls from everywhere, everybody, and it works that way. And I stand by that. I will forever stand by that.
Speaking of, because I watched a lot of comparative Warzone, in the World Series of Warzone, the finals, all that kind of stuff, yeah. And I follow some people because I'm interested in what they're doing, right? The good mouse and keyboard players that played Warzone somehow still competed somehow against fucking aim assist. They moved to Battlefield. They already have their team and everything ready to go, and it's like, oh, people gonna scroll, oh, Call of Duty players, my dudes. just because they play Call of Duty doesn't make them less, less valuable players. Like these are good FPS game players. They know how to compete in big tournaments, work together to win games. Like, it doesn't matter what you think. Just because these people are coming over and they're interested, and EA is like, yeah, okay, we would like to hear your feedback. What do you think how we can make this tournament more fun and so on? Because at the end of the day, it's not about only, what's the best, how we can bring all the best players, into this game and have a fun competition. At the end of the day, what's interesting for people to watch? Because if there's no audience, no one's gonna care.
There's no point.
Yeah, and
no one's going to care except for the competitors.
Yeah, so you kind of need to. So that's why, they said that it's still in early. We have this tournament happening, Elite Series, open qualifiers and Elite. Some people already qualified because, obviously, because it's their first attempt. So they kind of need to start somewhere. But they have that open next season. Maybe it's going to be full open qualifiers, and no one gets invited. So, because that's what Warzone did last year. Last year, they said, nope, no more invites, only open qualifiers. If you're good, you fucking qualify, like any pleb out there.
And that's a good way to go about it.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah, that opens the doors for just about anybody be able to get in. The other thing is, as far as accessibility goes too, going back on platoon management and stuff like that. A lot of people would sit there and go, well, COD players don't fucking revive, and they don't drop ammo, and they don't do this, and they don't do that. All right, boys and girls, look, here's the thing. You either have one of two choices in that matter. You either let them do their shit and they don't learn anything, or you encourage them in order to join a team that is, balanced out with Battlefield and Call of Duty players, and you teach them this shit. Hey, when you run up to a corner, just hit that up on the D-pad real quick and drop a fucking bag. Or, if you're sprinting through and the area is clear, hey, get a fucking revive real quick. Drag your buddy into cover and help them up. Those are the bigger problems that I see. But the thing is I don't think it's just a mentality that's tied just to the COD players. I think it's just a community mentality, period, that's going on right now. Like, the team play aspect, it desperately needs to be worked on in this game. I can't count how many fucking times I have gone down and I look at my medics in range and there's like 2 meters, 5 meters, 10 meters, 12 meters, and they all just fucking sprint right past you. That's a problem. Somebody, and again, to the medics that do their job, myself, I revive fucking constantly, hats off to us. But it's our job in order to encourage that behavior more on. Because here's the thing. If nobody's reviving them, their stats get nuked just as fucking hard. So we've got to come to this agreement and this understanding of cooperation. If we're all on the same team, we're all blueberries, and that's all there is to it. If you see someone in the clear and you actually slow down and check your area before you go for that revive, I get it. Some people bait corpses. That's a problem in of itself, but you're not going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Snipers like to do it. Assault players like to do it. But here's the thing: if you're support, you have this wonderful grenade. It's called a smoke grenade. Pop smoke, run through, get a revive in real quick. Give them a chance. I know some instances it's infuriating to get revived and get downed immediately. I find that happens more often when I've got to lay there and wait for 5 fucking minutes for a medic to come by. That seems to be the bigger problem. But again, I'm not saying everybody just drop what they're doing, but still, we can encourage this type of stuff in order to help this shit out. Yeah. And team building helps.
Yeah, going back on this, just to end the show on this one. Elite Series. Comparative Battlefield is somehow came back from the dead. Surprise, bitch, I never died.
Don't call it a comeback, I never left. Just kidding, that's not how it was.
No, he wasn't. He was fucking dead. It
was dead.
It was fucking dead.
That shit was dead and buried as a BF4, let's be real. Anyway.
Just because someone, I don't know if they brought the right people, who made the decision, doesn't matter. Or maybe they look how other competitors doing. They're like, we need a competitive scene, whether you like it or not. And because we're starting strongly so far, it's not gonna be like once a year thing. They apparently plan to do this every season. So every season we're gonna have some sort of qualifiers, some sort of tournament, and so on. Every fucking season. That is insanity. That's amazing. I fucking love it.
It's great shit too. It's great.
Yeah, so
it's great.
Comparative Battlefield is a thing. Yes, it's RedSec, it's Battle Royale and Gauntlet, but Both modes are really good. Like, hey, you're not a fan of Battle Royale? That's fine. Okay, that's fine. You can watch the finals, which is based basically on Gauntlet. And Gauntlet is a fantastic mode. And I've watched the tournament that happened recently. It was fun to watch because all the squads, fighting each other and then qualifying to the final and everything. And then you actually watch the final, 2 squads battling for the crown prize and everything. That's exciting to look at,
I'm excited for when they try and experiment with, let's say, Conquest, Escalation, and Rush.
Yeah, like I do want
that's
them
where
to,
my excitement is right now.
I do want to.
I want them to try with this. Personally speaking, out of the 3, I don't feel like Conquest is going to be the most well received because Conquest, let's be real here, kids, Conquest can be very fucking boring in spots.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, please go back and watch the Battlefield 1 live stream that they did. I mean, it had its moments of entertaining, mostly because of the people that they had involved with it, but let's be real, the gameplay was a little bit on the lull side. I feel like if they would have done that with, let's say, Escalation or Rush, it would have been a hell of a lot more entertaining because Rush is constant. Rush is constant fighting. Escalation is constant fighting. Conquest, you're going to have those times where the teams are just not lined up in the right spots and there's no fighting going on. Escalation forces everybody to condense. Inevitably, the last 2 phases, there's a lot of fucking fighting going on. So it can be very exciting in order to watch. Same thing with Rush. Rush is always going on. Rush has always got something going on. There's always people trying to push flanks. There's always people trying to hold down. There's people in pillboxes pinning people down. So that could be, I would feel like Rush and Escalation out of those 3 would be the more entertaining modes to use. What I would say is you do qualifiers, you do qualifiers with Conquest for Escalation, and you just do Rush qualifiers and just do Rush. Would be the best route that I would say to go about it because you're going to get the people who are specialized in those modes that are going to be better for it. Now, do I think Conquest should be completely excluded? No. Give it a shot. See what fucking happens.
Yeah, Conquest
that is what I would say. Just give it a shot.
Also, listen, the elephant in the room, for anyone that doesn't know, okay, so RedSec is basically not just Battle Royale. It's a good excuse for them to add any mode they want. And just, because it's not Battle Royale, technically, it's RedSec. It can be anything.
It's like a separate game, damn near.
Remake Incursions! BattlefieldOne Incursions added to RedSec. Here we go, we have another competitive mode. Because anyone that doesn't know,
Incursions would be fucking great.
Oh my god, I will cream if they added Incursions into the fucking Battlefield, like into this Battlefield
Even
6.
if they just did this. Let's imagine this, okay? Escalation for the qualifier, Incursions for the finale.
Ooh. But wait, how do you do
there
that?
You go.
How do you do Conquest with 4 squads? As in 4 players in a squad.
You just what would make the most sense
I'm not gonna talk because it's gonna take another 10 minutes.
If they would do Incursions, the BR map would be the best one to use. And you have different sections that get used throughout it. I would say that would be the better route because it keeps everything mixed up. It keeps everything random. If you're using Escalation as the qualifier, you're going to find your better Conquest players because Escalation at the end of the day really is just Conquest, just with some bells and whistles tied to it. So again, you use Escalation as your qualifier, and Incursions as your finale. And I would feel like that would work great. But again, you have to make it so that if the team qualifies in Escalation, that whole team plays in Incursion. So if we're going to do 32 versus 32, then it has to say 32 versus 32.
I'm just going to say, that's not happening. 32 is never happening.
On RedSec's map? Are you fucking fucking kidding me? Yeah, 32 v 32 would work great with Incursions.
For another episode. I'm just saying, it's not happening.
For another episode, but still.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's because for one-off mode...
Never say never.
Yeah, for one-off mode, like they had 10 years ago, USA versus Europe, sure. On a comparative level, not happening. But yeah, BattlefieldOne Incursions,
my friend,
add that.
My dear friend, we said competitive was never going to happen, and here we are.
True.
So I'm going to say never. Say never.
Okay, but I'm just going to say, I asked you, Ray, would you watch a 32 versus 32 competitive match? And you said no. I'm like, okay, here's my point.
Depending upon, look, okay, I'm going to make this abundantly clear right now, okay? I'm an actor. I'm not a consumer as much anymore. It takes a lot for me in order to want to sink and invest my time into something. I am an outlier. I'm not a statistic, and I don't speak for the general market. But that being said, like you and I argued on Discord the other day, I have seen thousands of people watch some of the goofiest fucking shit on Twitch, some of the most boring shit on Twitch, and people watch it. And it's not just because of the community that's involved. I mean, the person
It depends
who's
on
doing
the
the streaming
audience.
is
Yeah,
making content
it all depends on
entertaining.
the audience. But...
You can make things entertaining. You can do it. You just have to put the effort into it. And the worst thing that they can do is just try it. If, okay, 32v32 Conquest, they find out in Battlefield 6 isn't really all that watchable. Because my thought on that one is you're going to get the RedSec players who don't fucking play vanilla. They might have an interest in it. What's the vanilla game look like? What's it going to look like in the competitive scene? Oh, shit, well, this competitive scene doesn't look actually half bad. I'll buy the base game so that I can participate. It's free advertising, too.
Okay, I really need to go, so let's talk for the next episode. We can talk about that.
We'll save all this for later when we actually get to the competitive episodes.
Glad.
So coming soon.
I'm just glad.
We are.
Compared to Battlefield,
I'm happy.
Is alive and kicking somehow. I came back from the dead, basically. So
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Like, well, we'll talk about it in the next episode. So I guess I'm just gonna do the outro, I guess. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening to our ramblings, all that kind of stuff. Of course, patreon.com/Lanky Soldier. Support us, all that kind of stuff. Get early access, get exclusive content that is only available on Patreon. Patreon.com/Lanky Soldier. Do the survey. If you think we fucked up somewhere, or that you don't like something, or maybe you like something, whatever the case may be, let us know. Do the survey. BattlefieldOne.net/survey. Do the survey, or just go in the description and click on the Google Forms document. Do the survey. Let us know what you think about the podcast. We need to know everything, how you feel about it, so we can improve it, make it better, and we can carry that feedback for the next year, and all that kind of stuff. So, that's it, right? Oh, of course, socials. Yeah. Any closing thoughts, Ray?
Yeah, that's it. You guys know where our socials are. You know where to find us. You know how to find us. Reach out. Please join our Discord. Again, if you're one of those players that just is looking for people to play, hang out with, and talk Battlefield, we have the perfect Discord for you. There is always somebody active almost at any given point in time. Just put a tag out there. And, we get stuff organized over the weekends. We're going to try start doing some inter-community stuff as things progress as far as community building goes. So, I mean, it's a great time in order to jump in and kind of hang out, get involved in the conversation. You can pitch whatever you want to us. I mean, we'll talk with you. We don't bite. That being said, you know where the links are. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for your support. Patreon supporters, definitely, especially. Thank you guys for your financial support. We greatly appreciate it. We would not be able to do what we're doing right now if it wasn't for all of you, every single one of you, whether you contribute financially or not. So that being said, thank you guys again for listening. Good night, everybody. It's time to tell you all about our amazing Patreon that is helping us keep the show going. Patreon.com/The Lanky Soldier.
But yeah, episode 47. You paid for this.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I don't care.
In my defense, I didn't know it was broken or it was going to break upon squeezing it gently. Battlefield 1 podcast was rebooted in March of 2023. We learned a lot of lessons from our previous shows that consisted of 41 episodes, and we've been building amazing foundations for the future with this current show. There's a reason why we're the best Battlefield-related podcast available on Spotify and anywhere else. We've also had the honor of being listened to by DICE, Ripple Effect, and other developers as well. Now, we want to share even more with you through our Patreon.
And I've never seen her. So I will be like crying and yelling, and I will not be the same person I am right now.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that kind of emotion. I know we're emotionally close and everything, but I don't think we're that emotionally close.
Yeah, that will be an experience of its own.
We want to thank everyone that has joined as a free member or subscribed to our Patreon in the last year. The support is greatly appreciated, always was, and always will be. It's amazing, and it only motivates us to continue with our Battlefield journey. By simply becoming a free member or even subscribing to any paid tier, you're not only supporting the show, but you're also getting a lot of content back in return.
Right, because Call of Duty gets so annoying sometimes, I actually got so desperate I installed League of Legends again.
Oh my god. The perks of any tier is you'll get ad-free early access to all of our future episodes. You can already listen to the previous episodes ads-free as well, simply by being a free member. There's no more waiting, no more interruptions, just pure unfiltered Battlefield content straight to your ear holes, from our mouth holes, and anywhere else. It's amazing, isn't it? The only reason why CTE did as well as it did back in the day, guys, is because it wasn't locked down to secrecy. Those that couldn't participate were still able to see what was going on. That's the point that I'm getting at. Right? We're also giving you a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into making the Battlefield 1 podcast or any other content we produce, from planning sessions to recording mistakes and everything in between. You'll get an insider's perspective on how we bring each episode to life pretty much from start to finish.
And the reason why I'm saying
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's all
Ray.
my fault.
It's all your fault, Ray. You ruined the whole show. We need to cancel it again.
Just gotta can it for another 8 months again. Just appear out of nowhere with
we need to cancel it again.
Colors.
Ray, what the fuck did you do?
And that's only Battlefield. We're also offering access to our exclusive Patreon podcast series, Live Gaming Gathering. This is a show where friends and special guests get together and talk about everything from the video game industry to movies and whatever else is on our minds at that particular time. With more than 40 episodes already available, there's hours upon hours of content for you to listen to. All right, I think we need to move on because we've been kind of on this subject for about the last 15 minutes now.
Yeah.
We got a couple of things in order.
Are you feeling better now? Let this
Yes,
team off.
I do feel better. Oh no, wait, one more thing. For example, Angela. We were in discussion.
I'm not going to mention any names. Trust me, these are some of the most fun and amazing conversations we have ever had on the show. Because it's just us being us, relaxed and actually having fun. Almost like you're sitting alongside us with the conversation. Yeah.
So the reaction from the Fortnite community is like, okay, every time we see a Cybertruck in the server, it's our mission to drop everything we're doing and send that player back to the lobby.
We also believe in keeping our patrons informed, so we post monthly recaps to let you know what you probably missed during last month's episode, and we're making sure that you're not missing anything important. Just recently, we opened a brand new Discord server where people can talk to each other and get all of the latest updates about our content or the Lanky Soldier channel. Find the link in the description to this episode or at our Patreon. No subscription needed.
You
have been measured.
Yeah, you've been measured.
Because we're confident that you'll love the content we're creating, we're offering a free trial that you can use at any time. We believe we're making good content that will make you stay, and we would not be offering free trials if we didn't think so.
I've seen a lot of people literally get excited, you know what? This looks very familiar, clearly ripped from somewhere, but damn it, that looks good.
So, if you want to support the show and get all of these amazing extras, head on over to patreon.com/thelankysoldier. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep delivering the content that you enjoy. Thank you for being part of the Battlefield community, and thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to seeing you on our Patreon. Now, let's get back to the show.